Good morning and welcome to BIFA Link TV, your daily dose of industry information. This morning I'm joined by Igor Popovics from our policy and compliance team to discuss the latest guidance for trade agreements. Firstly, Igor, thanks for joining us this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you, Natalie.
Can we start off by talking about the latest updates on preferential trade agreements and also the developments in origin proof documentation?
Yep, Joe, would like to highlight two recent developments. So one of the biggest changes which happened is back in 2023, on the 19th of December, the Developing Countries Trading Scheme, the DCTS, replaced the GSP scheme, which offered simplifications for 65 countries trading with the UK. And end of the last year, on 15 December 2024, the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, the so-called CPTPP scheme, has been introduced, and that included 8 countries, and plus another 2 countries are still to ratify the UK's accession under the CPTPP. And that means so when it's been ratified, the UK will be able to trade with those countries.
Sure. So what are the challenges that are currently being encountered by BIFA members?
Yes. So the main problem is there is an overlap in those agreements, and as some countries are part of the trading scheme agreement, and also they have an individual agreement with the UK. So just as an example, I would like to highlight Vietnam, as Vietnam is part of the CPTPP agreement as well, and also they have an UK-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement in place. So as a result, the proof of origin documentation may vary among those agreements, and there could be a different documentation required to claim the preferential claims or preferential rates. So, for example, under the CPTPP, a certification of origin is required to be produced and presented to HMRC. And under the UK-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, a Euro 1 document or an origin declaration can be presented as well. So one of those papers. Another problem for members is how to indicate in a CDS declaration that I have one or the other of the papers or the documents to kind of back up my claim, and also how to declare it in CDS, how to indicate it to the system. So for these situations, HMRC introduced a process, so to indicate if the member wishes to claim the preferential rate under the CPTPP in data element 2/3, they have to declare an AI code which is 9081, plus a document ID code, which indicates if the origin certification is being made by the exporter or producer or the importer.
So that's the final challenge. So what support is available for members to assist them and to get around, make sense of these various requirements that are in place? What support is available for them?
Yep. So just would like to recommend a really powerful tool for all of our members, which has been actually overlooked. And many of the users, they don't use all its at full potential, and that's the online trade tariff tool, actually, which many of the members, they know about it. You enter the commodity code and you can read the various VAT rate or the duty rate liable on the importation of goods from various countries. And there is an origin tab actually further down if the user will scroll. So if they click on that origin tab, all the various trade agreements are listed there, and specific instructions can be found. So if they wish to claim an origin preference on the specific country, so which codes can be used, how to declare them, and also which documentation is accepted from those countries under those trade agreements.
I understand that's available on gov.uk, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. So that's a service which offered by HMRC, and it's constantly being improved. Additional services are constantly added to it, and based on our engagement with HMRC, it will be improved even further, and more kind of services and additional functionalities will be added to the service to assist traders.
Igor, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
As Igor mentioned, there is a tool available on gov.uk. We'll pop a link in the description below. That's all for today's episode of BIFA Link TV, your daily dose of industry information.